I'm not so sure.
Anyway,
I'm not so sure how to take that. Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name's Ian J. Cole and this is
Jane. Hi.
And we're actually in the Gilded Balloon coffee bar, so there's a bit of background noise. We're doing these vlogs wherever we can, and we've just come out of a show called Detour by a lady called Dinerman, and it's described on the Fringe website as a show about getting lost and getting found. Dinerman was a history professor with a PhD track, especially in the niche area of modern dance history, and then became a stand-up comedian. And then life fell apart. We were slightly late to this show, which was completely my fault, but we only literally... What was that?
I said yes, it was.
And it was, we were literally, and actually I don't know whether you noticed, but she had very, very good eye contact. It was a small room, and there was probably 20 people there, maybe more, about 20, 25 people, something like that. I didn't count.
Yeah.
And as we walked in, she had just started. I did mouth sorry.
Oh,
so,
did you?
yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But she, all the way through the whole hour, she had fantastic eye contact with all of the audience, which I'm not familiar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, she did. And I like that because it just helped a feeling of intimacy, because it was a very personal story.
And it's a one-woman show. We're assuming it's true, that it was her life story of sorts. Yeah. My feelings were that I was really enjoying it until about the last 20 minutes, but we'll get to that. She goes through how she worked as an academic, how she then started to study dance, and there was a particularly good part about a dance choreographer called, I've forgotten his name. Horton. What's his first name? Leslie Horton, who was working out of Los Angeles in the 50s, I think. And she studied him. She said that she'd started to write a book about him. I don't know whether she ever finished the book, though. She never said. I thoroughly enjoyed that part of it, and probably the sort of 15, 20 minutes after that. For me, after that, the last 20 minutes, I was getting a little bit bored, and it came across as a little bit preachy. Now, I don't know whether that's because I'm a man.
Well, all I can say is that a lot of what she said resonated with me.
Right.
And in fact, there were lots of phrases that she used, and I thought, I must remember that. I want to remember that. But obviously, they then go out of your head, and I would love to know if she has got some of that, her dialogue written as a script, because I thought there were some fantastic truths about women.
Sorry about that.
And how women, it makes it sound very heavy.
No,
she made a lot of comments about how women are treated, how women are seen in society. But because it was a personal journey, I know Ian felt in the last sort of 20 minutes or so he's been preached at, but I felt that they were very valid comments, and it made me sort of look at your life and you think, well, yeah, you do put your life on hold, you do say sorry a lot. And I certainly, because we've literally only just come out from it, I want to reflect on it. I mean, the only time when I found myself feeling slightly irritated. Because at one point she went for 2 weeks to Peru.
Oh yeah.
To experience
some drug.
Yeah.
Some local.
Which
drug.
I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
Everybody around was vomiting
and it was
this
a sort
drug.
It sounded as though it was like a hallucinogenic type thing.
Very hippie culture.
But it helped you find yourself.
Yeah.
And at that point, I thought, what? 2 weeks? That's a real sort of westernized, privileged thing to go and do.
I mean, so what we didn't say, which this lady is American.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, we know. I think that's
all right.
Because she was talking about living in LA. I don't know where she originally came from.
Yeah, because you mentioned that LA, and then she spent time in New York.
New York. So
and she's
obviously it's very much a lot of American culture as much as anything. Her life.
Yeah, but you could argue that happens everywhere. But,
right. Okay.
But I mean, there was one device that she used, which and I think it was just me. Because every time she had a change in her life, whereas it was a change of relationship or a change of job, change of direction in her life, she had glasses. And she then threw them
the
away.
glasses away.
And then when something new happened, she produced from her pocket a new pair of glasses and put them on. I like the device of putting the glasses on because that did signify change.
Yeah.
I was less keen on the fact that she threw them away.
I mean, literally, she threw away 6 pairs of glasses in the show.
Well, they're cheap, disposable. That doesn't matter. For some reason, that irritated me. Yeah. I like the fact that she put on glasses, but that was just me.
It's funny actually because that didn't bother me because it was almost like a comedic gesture.
Yeah, and I understand why she.
And I mean, it was, there were a few laughs in this, but this is not a comedy show. For me, I would describe this as a storytelling show.
Yeah. Incredibly personal.
Yeah.
Brilliantly told.
I mean, yes, I would say she's very, very watchable.
Very watchable.
Although I have to say that she didn't quite look the same as she does on that picture.
Yeah. Does that matter?
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think it does.
But I wouldn't have necessarily recognised her if I was.
No.
If I'm honest.
And I like the fact that because she, as Ian's mentioned, she studied dance, and at various times she went into a sort of small routine, or she demonstrated.
She did, yeah.
And so, and I like that. And it was an expressive thing, and she did that at the end. And she can still do it, I mean, it was impressive.
I mean, she's what, mid to late 30s, would you say? Or maybe
I would have thought older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you could tell
you
could tell that she's been a dancer, or she's a dancer, certainly. Yeah.
But it's more the story.
Yeah, it is.
And I was interested in the story. I thought she told it very well. I was interested. Just that slight Peru thing, but that's just me.
I've had a quick look on the internet to see if there was any footage of Diana doing parts of the show or a promotional section, bit of video, and I can't find anything, so you're going to have to take it on spec as to how we've described the actual show. If you want to go see the show,
can I just say one thing? Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
I just think that without getting too sort of linear about this, but as a woman, I think she says a lot of things which are really interesting and make you think, well, maybe I should go away and think about things. But from a man's point of view, I think that she said a lot of things that would make a man think, that's what somebody might be thinking, a woman might be thinking, and I think,
Okay. I'm not so sure how to take that. Well, my next question to you then is: do you think this show is aimed at women?
Yeah, exactly. I think what I'm saying is I think both men and women can take things away from it.
Okay,
That
right,
was
okay.
my point.
And certainly the audience, there was a good selection of both gender, sort of, both genders across the room. So there was plenty of men in there and plenty of women. Okay, anything else before
No.
Right, so if you want to go and see Detour, a show about changing your mind, it's on at the Underbelly in Bristol Square every day at 2:35 p.m. Until the 26th. Although she's not doing the 13th of August. Okay? So thanks very much for watching. You know what to do about subscribing and all that business. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.